Jerry Jones and the Cowboys have a running back issue. They have a running back issue because they've built the team around their running back. It's that we're not telling any tales out of school. So it's very difficult when you take a posture in a negotiation of, hey, we may not need you. It's very difficult to do that when you have built the team around this man. When he went on a 6-game suspension, by the way, which the Cowboys supported him 24/7, 365 on. And I do want to say this really quick, is that when you went in the now 17 seasons I've done the NFL Network, this is, I guess, my 16th training camp, because the first year we came on in the middle of the 2003 regular season was when the NFL Network first flipped the lights on. It's very difficult to say, hey, Zeke's doing the wrong thing. Hey, the Cowboys need to do this, that, the other. We don't know the circumstances, the arguments, the recriminations, and a business decision and all that sort of stuff. So I just want to just put that out there. But when you have a team built around a player, and that player went on a 6-game suspension and the team essentially fell apart, there were other injuries going on, it's tough to come around and basically say, we don't need you. They signed Alfred Morris yesterday. As the news came out, we discussed it, Jim, on yesterday's show when it first came out, right? That Zeke was not only not coming to camp, he wasn't in the country, he's in Cabo. And that's a 4-letter word in the history of Dallas Cowboys recency, because that's where Romo went years ago with
Jessica Simpson
in a bye week during the playoffs.
With Jason Witten.
Okay.
Zeke's teammate.
Right. Once again. So Zeke's not there to go chill out and do margarita shots. It's a spot where he can go out of the way. I believe his agent, Rocky Arsenault, has a spot there. So he's not snapped in a photograph in a Frisco diner like he was earlier in the week. So he's out of view, and he's also in a spot where basically he ain't coming. It's not like he's stationed here in a holding pattern around LAX. He's just not. It's basically a great way for Rocky and the rest of Team Zeke to basically say, he's not coming right now. You make the right offer, we can get him on a plane. There's an easy way to get him from Cabo to Oxnard, California. It's less than a 2-hour flight, probably. So Jerry Jones had this to say yesterday when he's not giving you. Technically, this is not a contractual update, although the subtext of it sure is. We don't need you. Go ahead, roll it.
Well, of course, Emmett had participated in a Super Bowl, being the first rushing champ. Now, this is very important. First time ever a rushing champion was on a Super Bowl winning team. The point there is, you don't have to have a rushing champion to win a Super Bowl. But Emmett was the first one to do it. And that's one of the dilemmas at running back, is that the league knows that you can win Super Bowls and not have the Emmitt Smith back there or not have Zeke back there. Consequently, when we are looking and putting Zeke's contract in place, we've got to realize that the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. And so you've got to do all of the things along with having Zeke that allow you to have other players so that you can win the Super Bowl.
And he's not wrong. He's not. Last year, the leading rusher in the NFL was Ezekiel Elliott. And Sony Michel and the Patriots won the Super Bowl. He's not wrong. I mean, here are your last, let me give you 10 leading running backs on Super Bowl winners. Are you ready, Chris Brockman?
Let's do it.
Sony Michel.
Rookie.
In the 2 years before that, same guy, LeGarrette Blount for 2 different teams, Philly and New England.
Okay.
Ronnie Hillman was your leading rusher of the Denver Broncos. Champion Denver. Year before that, Super Bowl champions, the Patriots put Jonas Gray out there.
Before they cut him.
Yep. Marshawn Lynch the year before that. The year before that, Ray Rice, Ahmad Bradshaw. Green Bay's Brandon Jackson hoisted Lombardi in the Jones Mahal in Dallas, Texas. And Pierre Thomas of your champion New Orleans Saints.
I don't think any of those guys led the league in rushing.
They didn't.
Yeah.
So good point. Except problem is that Jerry's team was built around Ezekiel Elliott to win the Super Bowl. Yeah. And so was Emmitt Smith. The reason why Emmitt Smith's being brought up is because he held out 1 year And they went 0-2 in the 2 weeks without him, and Jerry lickety-split got that contract done, and guess what they did once Emmett returned? Won the Super Bowl. So even if he says, hey, I once went into the season without my leading rusher. I once played 2 games without him. Problem is that once they re-sign him, they won it all.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.